you know this song was supposed to be about somebody named Jayne, but somehow we just couldn't come up with the rest of the words. All we could come up with was a name. Jayne. What do you do with a name like Jayne? I guess you could just talk about anything with Jayne. Now Jayne was a plain woman and kind of fancy too. She had a tattoo on the side of her head. It was covered up with a wig, but every now and then she'd show it to people when they came by. If they just seemed to ask about it, or if she would tell them and then she would say, here it is. But I don't know about Jayne. I don't even know who she was, but one guy I used to work with, he told me about her, and that's what the story came from. But a lot of times you work with somebody that tells you a story, and of course, you don't know if you should believe it or not. And people talking about the 16-foot tall rabbits and things. But you got to just deal with them because you have to work there. You're trying to make some money. So you can go downtown, spend some of that money, maybe pick up somebody named Jayne. Well, I got to thinking about it and I said, well, Jayne, let's see, what can you do with a name like Jayne? You can say, Jayne was a plain woman and had a tattoo on the side of her head, but that gets old after a while, and so does Jayne. So I guess we could say it's kind of strange talking about Jayne. I don't think she ever wore blue jeans. I don't really care, because I don't ever think that she was really ever there. That Jayne. Right now you may be kind of worrying about the whole situation and saying, why does he keep on talking about somebody named Jayne? Well, it's like I said, I was just sitting here and I didn't have anything else to think about. I was going to write a song, and the only thing I could do was come up with a name. And you know what happened? You probably heard it just a minute ago. I sat down with a piece of paper and wrote down on that piece of paper, I wrote Jayne. Plain Jayne. Now, of all the things that I could write a song about, I guess that's just something that I didn't do. Because all I have to do is come up with a song like this. And it don't make no sense. It don't cost much money. But it's just something to do, and it seemed kind of funny. So I said to myself, let's just call it Jayne. No, Jayne. That sometimes she carried a razor blade up in her wig. She said it was for protection. Makes you kind of wonder, don't it? What kind of Jayne would wear a razor blade in her wig? Well, anyway, it's getting late. I got to go.